Welcome to FADA TV, the video channel created by and for new car dealers and brought to you by the Florida Automobile Dealers Association.
Hi, it's Ted Smith at FADA, and I'm really excited because the legislature is in session. I know that really doesn't rock your world because you're busy selling cars and doing what you do every day, but you depend on FADA to be your eyes, ears, and action in the Florida legislature. So I have a quick report for you. I'm going to ask you for some help and some information and some involvement. So please stay tuned for a few minutes, whether you're a CFO or you're the dealer principal or a general manager. I hope you'll give me just a brief amount of time. Our EV market right now, electric vehicles are kind of the talk of the town, right? Countrywide, we're seeing our auto manufacturers get more and more invested in this, believing that this is the way we're all going to go, but we're at a 2% market share right now. However, it is going to impact our lives every day now for the next couple of years in some major ways. One of the ways is we just heard that a new company like Tesla called Lucid has opened 2 stores in Florida. They've opened these stores illegally because they are attending to cars and maybe not selling, but certainly talking about these vehicles in 2 stores in Florida without a license. So as your leader and your representative, I'm talking to the Department of Highway Safety about whether they should be open or not. But it all begs the question of when they come and do ask for a license, how will they be licensed in Florida? Your board of directors has teed up this discussion, as a matter of fact, today, and we're talking about what would FADA's response be to that. Now look, none of you want another competitor in the marketplace, but we also are a free market type enterprise, and we have to deal with a legislature that's very open and free market. So here's where we are. Your board of directors believes the best path is for us to not oppose the entry of a new auto manufacturer in Florida, but require that they be regulated, licensed and regulated in a manner consistent with how you are regulated. So that is going to be our approach. Not to fight the entry of new competitors, but to ensure that the public is protected by adequate and appropriate licensing and regulation. However, what about your particular franchisors? When we talk about licensing and regulating new people, we are not going to allow in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, we're going to ensure that any action by one of your franchisors to spin off a deal and do a look-alike as a Tesla type operation, we want to make sure that that action is prohibited. So I think going into the future, what we may very well see is a Tesla Lucid type manufacturer operation for non-dealer groups, and then an absolute prohibition that if you have dealers on the ground and you've relied on them and you've asked them to make huge investments, then you can't open a competing business that operates like a Tesla. That is the position of your board of directors. That is what I hope you will help me communicate to the Florida legislature. So we're a few minutes in, bear with me. So that's how we're going to handle the Lucid situation. That's how your board is looking at this. Prohibition against your factories doing the same thing. So where are we with the session? The session is having committee weeks right now. I learned this week that the session, because of COVID, is pretty much going to be closed down. I can't just go over there and walk into the building. My lobby team can't go over there and walk into the building. So what does that make? That makes you more important than ever. You have to be the grassroots connection to the Florida legislature and the 160 people that represent you in that body. So I'm going to ask you to be more empowered this year, which means I've got to give you more information, which I promise I will. I want you to communicate about electric vehicles, the importance of that role in your dealership, how you are making that happen slowly but surely. There is a right to repair bill. We saw this coming. This is an effort by independent auto repair shops wanting to get into your business and be able to repair vehicles with your manufacturer codes and so forth. The bill that's in the hopper is not about cars, it's about agricultural farming equipment. but we have to take real close look at that, and you have to be aware that that could easily spin into a conversation about auto repair. So I need you to be talking to your members of the House and Senate about that as well. We're going to see kind of an interesting thing this session too with respect to EVs. We may very well see, since they don't pay gas taxes, we may very well see a bill to require them to pay fees because they use the highways the same way gas-powered cars do. So the session's going to be interesting in that it's going to be on lockdown, but you invest in us so that we can take care of you. We'll find a way to do that. You're going to be more important than ever, and I just really want to, I'm going to be sending you some information. We are running a bill on dealer DMV, dealer enforcement, to be sure that we can enforce franchise laws. I've been talking about this to you for months. That bill is being filed by Senator Hooper and Representative Rommel, and we're going to give you talking points because I want you to talk to your members about why we need that legislation. So thanks for visiting with me a few minutes this afternoon. As always, I appreciate you and your trust and investment in FADA.